was a bit of a specialist one. There's somebody we all know, I'll reveal the name in a minute, likes hydrangeas. I've took cuttings of them many times before, no problem. So I'm going to include today, I'm going to do some hydrangea cuttings, and I'll tell you who they're for. Mandamoo. I did a Terry King there. Man would be sitting there saying, "Hey, fame at last." Anyhow, Manda, I'm going to start the video off. These are for you. Okay? Right, as you can see, some of these flowers are starting to go over. So it won't be softwood cuttings now, this time of year. It'll be semi-ripe. It's just straightforward. Must take the flower off first. I generally like my cuttings about 4 inches, but a little bit longer won't hurt. Just make sure we cut all the leaves, the last pair. Once again, reduce transpiration. I'm going to take about 3 cuttings of that. So I'll come back when I've got all 3. As you can see, a beautiful flower. Start up well, like a lime green, turn into white. And it's some massive flowers. But the whole bush itself is a massive flowers. And it's only its first year. So at the moment it's only in a pot, but it is going in the garden once I get my beds prepared. They take time for me. So 3 cuttings, oh, well, 5 inches or so. Just camera's too high. Just basically dip in the rooting powder straight into the pot. That's it. I don't know how much is on video there. Can't see from this angle. So I'll just water these and I'll bring you back. Still dripping with water. No, put the bag over. Label. And on the back, yes, Manda, got your name on so I won't forget. And it's its own little polytool. That basically is it. That's all you need to do. Probably the easiest cuttings in the world to take. But that's the first one. As you've seen, it's white. Now these hydrangeas weren't delivered with a name. I've had to grow them to see the colour flowers. But this one and the next one are my 2 favourites. Now this hydrangea gives a nice big head, lovely colour, pure pastel pink. It's not like the third hydrangea I've got, which I would consider a run-of-the-mill purples, pinks, you know. This is just a pure pastel pink head. So it's an early flower, been and gone. So basically, but when you take cuttings, always try to cut back to a leaf joint. I don't cut the leaves off, just pull them off. Got to be careful when you get the soft tip though. Once again, reduce transpiration. Now these are still softwood. So quick dip. Straight the compost. Right, I'll come back when I've got all three done. Right, cutting's done. Gilly, pastel pink, and the name's on Mandy. And we'll just finish off with a bag over the top. Done. Now I don't know if I've ever said in my past videos, but when I take cuttings, I always keep out of sunlight, bit of shade under the staging, for as long as it takes. If you've got an extended good spell of weather, then just stay under the staging, won't hurt them till the root. Taking cuttings from plants doesn't do any harm. In fact, if anything, get rid of that leaf crap. If anything, does a lot of good. You see where I took a cutting earlier on. We've now got new shoots. Brilliant. Next year's flowers. I believe a hydrangea flowers on the previous year's wood anyway, so I've got the rest to cut back at a very, very close date in the future, and that'll improve on that. Well, for a little garden, middle of the city, you wouldn't expect much in the way of wildlife, but that surprised me. I was sitting here the other day, could hear this chirping. I knew it was. I found them before, crickets. I know my daughter's found one in the garden this year, but I couldn't see it. Just something caught my eye. I've got a wild nettle growing through into the polytunnel. Something caught my eye, the leaf moved. It was only sitting on that bugger, wasn't it? But it would explain why some of my seedlings are being ate. You can't always blame the usual culprits. This is strange and unusual. One of them years. Then they're saying, no, what do I call him? You saying the hedgehog is back. The bloody hell was that? No, the hedgehog's back. Got on trail cam. No, as far as wildlife, there's quite a bit going on. Things I've never had problems with before, like your looper caterpillars, you know, from the moth. I've not really had problems with them before. Well, I tell a lie, when I had the allotment had a small polythene tunnel, one of these cheap things, had tomatoes growing in there, and had holes in some of the tomatoes there. I never knew why, because I never saw any caterpillars, but now I know the culprits. Okay guys, for now I'll leave it at this. So take care, see you next time.